Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Batman Arkham Origins, where it looks like Batman's suit has replaced his arms. Maybe not. It might just be power armor. But anyway, we have to retrieve parts of a cryo drill to reassemble it so that we can break through a bunch of ice. Basically, it's a delaying tactic to extend the life of the DLC, to be cynical about it. Okay, where? So unfortunately, the nice little XE suit we have doesn't do squat against the cryo guns that the bad guys have. So really, it's mostly just a method for Bats to use his thermal gloves, which needs a whole suit to back them up, obviously, because that's high tech. Okay, we'll just knock this guy out, and then this guy, and up and down, and up and down. Don't pick up those shields again, man. I'm warning you. Now they're not going to be able to get to him. That's nice. Okay, that totally worked. Oh, I'm going to need to unfreeze that thing. There we go. Oh, and then slide right into a battle, huh? Okay, let's do it. Well, I gotta tell you, you're gonna trust somebody with your secrets. You gotta make sure they won't squeal when they're threatened with torture.
I think I can hit harder than you.
Okay, he's gonna fire up his gun.
Taking us apart.
It's okay, it still worked.
Now it gets interesting.
Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Now don't interrupt. I said don't interrupt. Okay.
Forget about me.
Roll around, roll around. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I turned on the thermal gloves by accident. Because I was slightly button mashing.
Oh, crap.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez. I'm not even sure how he hit the guy over there. There we go. All done. And that's the part I need. Take that. Do you know how it fits together with the other part? I don't even know where you're putting them. I mean, they're huge. Look at that.
Alfred, I've assembled the cryo drill, but it requires some kind of superconducting fluid to operate.
Here it is, sir. An organic supercoolant used in an experimental lab run by one Victor Freeze.
As in Mr. Freeze.
It seems too great a coincidence to ignore. It says here that Ferris had Mr. Freeze's lab shut down.
If he's a disgruntled employee out for revenge, then this is about more than just stealing weapons tech.
Freeze's lab is under quarantine. Some kind of accident.
I'm on my way back to GothCorp now.
Okay, for some reason I thought there were even more parts. I don't know why I thought that. So, back to GothCorp, which, by the way, is a terrible name for a company. You don't want to name it just after one city, right? I mean, what about diversification, you know? What if you want to expand to, like, Metropolis? You call it Metropocorp? No, that sounds like crap. Metropocorp. That's why LexCorp is a really good name. But GothCorp? Really? Sounds like a lack of imagination, really. I mean, come on. GothCorp. Really. I mean, it's a cool logo, don't get me wrong. Just a bad name. Lots of people having trouble stepping, or at least it's a very common voiceover piece, I don't know, something. Brain's a little fried this morning, it happens. Okay, so theoretically the drill's all assembled.
Security breach in the organics lab. Lockdown protocols in effect.
Am I going to be able to sneak up on any of these guys?
What's bitchy get you?
No, let's do this instead.
Inflation pot until we find a way to get Penguin out of it. Can't see him anymore.
Oh, I didn't do the counter proper.
Impressive.
Everybody!
Excuse me. I really want to beat up this guy. Oh, and they took weapons. Oh, damn it.
Look at him! We can finish this guy!
Oh, break the ice, break the ice. There we go. Why the hell don't they use the grenades normally?
I got him!
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna activate thermal gloves. And I can just beat this guy up. And he's out. Martial arts guy is gone. Oh, knife. Not nice, just knife. Pile on, there's only 2 of you guys left. Should have advised that, like, you know, first thing. The People Company. Is that like, you know, when...
He's here to save you, sorry
hell.
asses.
I was gonna say, is that like when, you know, a nation calls itself, you know, the People's Republic, and you go, oh, well, clearly you're a dictatorship then. Excuse me.
What are you waiting for? Here comes the party.
Whoops. Here comes the party, really? I mean, we're already having a dance.
Low bridge. Blue 62.
Blue 62. Is he a football player? Calling plays? Is that what this is?
I'm gonna save
Oops.
every minute I'm beating you.
Excuse me.
Grind him into dirt.
Okay, now I should be able to beat up this guy.
Kick his ass so we can get out of here. Smash him.
Oops.
Your
A
mama's
little bit
gonna
too in
cry when
range.
she sees what I do to you.
Excuse me.
Got you right where I want you. I ain't going quiet. Take your time. I ain't going nowhere.
No, you're not. Okay, there we go. Round the bend. It's a tall guy. He should be a football player if he isn't. One already, that is. Where the hell are we going? Oh, right, that's right. We're going this way. That should let me up there. Oh, I suppose I can just unfreeze the doors, huh? Suppose that would be applicable and make it so that, you know, other people can get in here. In case you need to call in police backup. You never know. Maybe not. Batman doesn't seem to be the type to call in for backup, unless he's really outclassed. Oh, but now we should just be able to walk through that door as well, right? It's a good theory. It's already starting to melt. I mean, ice only lasts so long. Oh, no, can't do that one. Okay. But we can do this. I don't remember that being frozen before, so that's just... Oh, sorry. Hold it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what do we got in here? Possibly a Predator mission, I would think? Or... we're just gonna find freeze. Seems unlikely to just find freeze.
It's the bat.
Yep, it is. How you doing, guys?
I'll tell you.
Go back over this way. Bounce all over the battlefield. Like an acrobat. Okay, so I screwed up my multiplier there. But it's all gone now. Okay, it seems in this DLC, he is more prone to do a backflip than before. I don't know, I would have to go back and look at the other videos and compare. It just seems like it's more likely. Okay, he really shouldn't be
I'll
frosting
need
up.
to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
So where's the...
Get those. Not while the lab's full of cryo vapor. Think we're safe, so long as that cryo tank keeps pumping out vapors.
He can't get in here with all that, cryo vapor, right?
We're safe. We can't get through that vapor while there's still power in the tank.
Okay, so I need to go down there.
I'm spending my New Year's Eve.
There are power conduits running through the greenhouses. I should be able to disable them with a thermocharged batarang.
Huh. Well, I definitely need to go up. Oh. Well, I can unfreeze it. Or yeah,
Danger.
unfreeze it.
Cryogenic reactor breach. Please evacuate.
Okay, so that gets popped. That should be fine, actually. That one will be frozen. We can unfreeze that. We can unfreeze that one. We'll just go through and unfreeze all of these, because you never know. We might need them in a hurry. Okay. So that's most of them. So, how am I supposed to do this? Let's, it won't let me do it. Won't let me go over there. So cryogenic fluid canister, but where's the cryovapor controls? Tell me I have to go down into the vapor?
Emergency. Please engage manual reactor shutdown.
Yeah, you have to go into the vapor. Okay. It's funny his suit doesn't get even more frosted this way, but sure. Okay, so there are the pipes. Oh, ha, I'm trying to walk through a wall because the pipes are shown that way. Oh, okay, I probably have to unfreeze this control panel here. Or maybe not. Maybe just press it. No, I totally need to throw it.
I need to disable those two power conduits to stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryovapor.
Going to assume this gets handled with the sequencer.
Cryogenic reactor has failed. Containment breach in progress.
Huh. I'm a little stumped here. Boy, it's awfully white in here. Okay, so I can't do anything with that. Maybe I can, yeah, pop this wall. With the thermal thing, yes. Oh, or I can just... No, I can't just press it. Can only be broken with intense heat. Yeah, I got one of those. For some reason, you won't let me do anything with it, though. Oh, okay, I can break this thing with ice, or break things with heat.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor breach. Please evacuate.
Oh, I can't see it. Dang thing. Can't break that with ice, or with the thermal gloves either. Is there any reason for me to be back here? Aside from the fact that this might clear me up for a Predator mission later. Don't think there's a reason for me to be back here. Yeah, okay. Well, I'd like to use the computer, but I don't think I can use the computer when it's this cold. Okay, for some reason it won't let me. Okay, so we can go up. Is that a mine that I see there?
Emergency. Please engage manual reactor shutdown.
Ah, okay, just an access point. Okay, what do we... It said access point for HVAC system, which is fine. But I don't know what to do back here. Unless... Nope, can't do anything with that. Only broken with intense heat, which I have, but it won't let me do anything with it. Okay, maybe there's another computer?
Danger. Cryogenic reactor has failed. Containment breach in progress.
I don't see another computer, though. Can I breach the panel from here? Nope. For some reason. Can I open the door? Maybe. Oh, no, I can't, because it's locked. I see it. Okay. So can't do anything with that. Look at the objectives. Whoops, sorry. Wrong thing. Menu. Deactivate the 2 switches to stop the security lockdown. Oh, hey, and they're marked. But for some reason, that's not on my HUD. Why the hell is that not on my HUD? Okay, where is it then? I keep doing that, not the pause menu, the actual. So directly ahead of me, on top of the platform.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor breach. Please evacuate.
Well, it looked like it was on top of the platform. Maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't see anything on top of here. So it must be down inside the platform. Yeah, here we go. Need to unfreeze this. Oops, sorry. There we go. Oh, I think that just broke it.
Cryo kills that bastard.
I thought somebody was supposed to kill that son of a bitch.
He got the first switch.
What's he doing? I can't see. He's doing...
Okay, and the second one's in here. Okay.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor has failed. Containment breach in
You got a
progress.
plan beyond the usual shoot him to hell? The lab's still full of cryo paper and the fans ain't working. I think we're safe. If he manages to get the fans back on, that'll suck the vapor out of that room. Then we charge in shoot.
I hope you guys brought extra ammo.
Okay, so now I know what to expect. They're going to be shooting, so then yeah, Predator mission. Okay, what do we got here? Seriously? Seriously? Cryogenics is your password? You suck so hard. You suck so hard.
Get in there and blow 'em the
You
hell.
could be used as a propulsion system. Okay, alley-oop.
We got company! Ready to die? Whoa!
Okay, now I should be able to get away here. Maybe, possibly. Keep pressing the F button, eventually something will happen.
Watch over here.
Remote backclaw would be good here. Where the hell's my remote backclaw?
Lost them once. Let's make sure we don't lose them again.
Oh, 8. That's what it is. Oh, but if I could also loop like one of these guys to one of these things, that'd be great. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I don't think he actually got pulled up.
Oh, not you too!
Oh, there we go. That totally worked.
Oh, my head. I got this side covered.
Could pull them like towards whatever the hell that is. Oh, that's the cryo thing. Okay, I don't care about that. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily work for me. Okay. What else we got?
The bat's back!
Oh, are you kidding me? I got that upgrade in the main mission. Why the hell isn't it in here?
Over here! He's right here!
So that's unfair. I don't know why I did that.
Hey, we got a man down!
But I was totally not expecting him to be able to see me even with the thermal
Get
scan.
up, you piece of crap!
I guess the excuse there is that it's a different suit, so it has different rules.
Damn it, this ain't fair. There's nothing we can do for him. We gotta look out for ourselves. Enough already. Let's get this over with.
I just verifying that there was just these 3 guys, and it looks like there is. Of course, they're a little too close together. They're about to solve that for me. Very considerate. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. Forgot about the zip line mechanic. It's alright. Take care of you. Okay, where are you guys at now? One over by the wall, and one right down here. Though he's padded. I don't think I can actually take him out when he's padded. Huh. I'd like to be able to jump to another thing, please. There we go. For some reason, not letting me hook to it. There we go. Got it. And then now they're together again. That's not what I wanted to see. Why is that guy guarding down there? Seems a little weird. So we'll go ahead and take this guy out.
He's here!
Really? You're gonna make me do it again? Fine, I'll just beat this guy up as much as I need to. Where's the other guy at? There he is. Okay, that'll take care of him. Not the cleanest predator I've ever done. Probably not the worst. Yeah, I have no idea why he was guarding that before. But now we can go up and unfreeze one of these guys. There is a guy up here frozen, right? Thought there was. Yeah, here we go. Well, 6 of 20.
You're the Batman.
Yes. And through this door. Okay. Brand new territory. We're gonna get rid of this frost around the screen. There we go. Probably gonna come back eventually, though. Okay. Okay, I thought for sure there'd be somebody over there. Oh, hey, there's somebody over here. Well, hope you're nice and toasty now.
I'm in shock, all right. Can't believe what I'm seeing.
Where the heck do we go from here? I thought this was a new area, but there doesn't seem to be any way to go. 4 hostiles. Detected where exactly? Straight down. Well, I've got to be able to get through there somewhere. Oh, I see. Okay, there's a vent over here. Didn't even see that before.
Guys, Freeze took out the Penguin, and it looks like he drove off the Bat.
Maybe this Freeze guy's a better bet for us.
You keep talking like that, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard you'll be sitting down on your face.
Hey, I'm just
The hell does that
saying.
even mean, dude?
Never hurts to keep our options open, you know?
Could string a couple of guys together, but that doesn't seem very useful. Instead, I'll do that. And let's go ahead and do a drop attack. Didn't actually
I got some
work.
more. Come on!
Just barely got out of the way of that one. That was close. Oh, didn't do the counter in time.
Don't give him any room to breathe!
And good night. Okay. I should probably... Well, I don't know. I can endure the cryo... whatever the hell this
I'll need
is.
to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
Hopefully the lockdown protocol isn't, you know, actually protecting somebody. Did that do it? Yep, that engages the fans. Okay. And then back through this door, I'm assuming. Well, testing lab, think this is where we want to be.
There's more going on here than a simple accident. This security guard's skin has the same blue coloration as Freeze's. I should set up a crime scene.
Huh. Okay, let's find out. What do we got?
Data analysis indicates that he died from heat stroke, but the control room doesn't show signs of overheating.
Crawling, it looks like. He was originally inside the lab. And staggering, looks like. And then fell over. How did it freeze up behind
This
him?
is some kind of crystallized chemical residue. Traces lead back into the lab.
Huh. Well, let's melt this. And see what we got. Oh, I probably need to unfreeze these. Okay. Somebody else frozen in ice, hopefully unfreezing them.
The trail ends here.
Oh.
I should scan for more evidence.
He's dead. I thought I could unfreeze him, but no. Yep, here we go.
Two men struggled. One of them ran out of the lab. That would be the dead security guard I found.
Okay. I'm really puzzled how that works. Didn't the other guy stagger out? He looked at it.
These palm prints are a match for Victor Freeze. He must have watched the security guard die.
Okay, so maybe he's the one who sealed up the door. Okay, so he realized that he couldn't go out into the normal world anymore. And freeze gun?
Freeze scavenged what he needed from various prototypes to build himself a super-cooled survival suit.
Well, he was fortunate he had the equipment in the lab. And... oh. This would be where Nora is, I guess?
Extreme pressure built up inside the tank when ice sealed these outtakes. It appears that this guard was frozen by the cryo vapors from the resulting explosion.
Okay. He's kind of positioned wrong for that, actually, unless...
The evidence suggests the guard was frozen before the tank ruptured, perhaps by Freeze's cryo cannon.
okay, there we go. That matches that a little bit better.
These DNA traces are a match for Victor Freeze. Spatter analysis suggests a blunt impact. Someone assaulted Freeze with a weapon. The cannon was knocked over and fired. When the tank exploded, it released a plume of cryochemicals. The plume enveloped Freeze and the guard, but the shockwave knocked the assailant clear. I need to find that weapon. It may have evidence I can use to identify the assailant.
How long ago is this, though? Okay, so we rewind this. There. That's really minor. What is that?
DNA analysis confirms the gun was used to bludgeon Victor Freeze, and fingerprint analysis shows Ferris Boyle. It was Ferris.
Okay, I didn't even turn around. That was automatic. That's weird. Oh, here we go. This is where Nora was. Okay.
Something was wheeled through this fluid, possibly a gurney. The fluid must have frozen almost immediately for these tracks to have been preserved.
As it happened? Really? That's, well, cold.
Odd. Freeze was secretly doing research on Huntington's Korea, but this is a cryogenic weapons lab. The test subject was Nora Freeze. Now I know what happened here. Boyle hired Victor to help advance the secret cryoweapons program within GothCorp. In exchange, Boyle agreed to devote GothCorp resources to finding a cure for Nora's Huntingtons. But Boyle was more interested in how Victor had managed to put Nora into cryostasis. When Victor realized that Boyle had no intention of following through on their deal, he decided to do the Huntington's research himself. But Boyle didn't like that. The cryochemical cocktail altered Victor's metabolism, as well as the guards. Boyle escaped ahead of the plume and had the lab quarantined. Victor survived, but he knew that leaving the supercooled lab would kill him. So he built himself a suit and utilized an organic supercoolant to keep his core temperature sub-zero. All this violence. He's just trying to save his dying wife.
Okay, well I need the cryocoolants.
The supercoolant Victor uses in his suit is the same fluid I need for the cryo drill.
Okay, so origin story of Dr. Freeze taken straight out of Batman the Animated Series, might I add. Yeah, Mr. Freeze, well, he didn't used to be such a sympathetic villain, but animated series changed all that, and for the better, I think. He's definitely a better villain. So with that, that'll end this episode, where we learned the origin of Mr. Freeze. Next episode, we might actually battle Mr. Freeze himself, or possibly just 100,000 more of his mooks. It's really hard to tell. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I'm Peace of the Universe, he's Batman, and this is Batman Arkham Origins. See you later.